So how much were you listening?
Not enough.
Okay, lots of wrong notes. If I heard a high school band play that, that'd be a 3 for me. At MPA. Okay, there's lots of things to work on. Pick a place and start working. This is why I don't adjudicate very often. Nobody hires me anymore. Just to be honest. That's okay. That's okay.
Start at the beginning, John. Let's just hear the first 4 measures. What did you hear? What did you hear in the first 4 measures? Was it what you're hearing in your mind? Okay. What's different between what you heard and what you hear in your mind? If you've got the John Carson Wind Ensemble playing in your head, compare that to what the group in front of you just did and tell them what to change to make it the same. Can you sing for me how you want those first 4 measures? Just the melody? So do you want dee da 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 dee dum ba bum? Or do you want dee da 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 dum da dum? Do you hear the difference in the two? Okay, which one?
Second one.
Okay, sing the second one for me. You sing it. Okay, now play. Play exactly what you just sang. Okay, that was close. Now, did you notice on your upbeat you went be da 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 da? Your prep beat has to be in the exact same speed, the same tempo as the rest of it. So you're thinking dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da be da da. Have that going in your mind. So have your arms ready. Everyone will have their instruments up. All right, and you're thinking in your mind, boom, and give them the downbeat. There, and they're doing some of it in spite of you right now because you're keeping a really good beat. Your time is very good, but you're giving them nothing else than that. The cool thing about a march is generally speaking, the tempo will remain the same the entire time. Quarter note equals 120. They don't need us to beat it out to them. They've got good tempo. So this time, start at the beginning again. Don't beat time. Do whatever you feel your body needs to do. Just move with the music to try to relay to them what you want. Do you hear the underlying line in the fourth part, I think, where it goes da da dee da 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 da. Hear how it crescendos and decrescendos naturally? Do something with that, with your gestures, to let them know that you hear them and that you want more of them. All right, start at the beginning. No beating time. You can give them a downbeat, and then after that, I just want you to meld the music. Get that tempo going in your head like we talked about before.
John plays guitar, and he's not used to being in an ensemble. So this is a brand new world for him in comparison to the world in which we live every day. Okay? So you'll find that the longer you work in the future with ensembles, and if you have a chance to conduct, that one of the biggest goals is to look how you want the music to sound, and then the players will ultimately really start to trust you, and they'll give you their eyes because you've earned their eyes. Does that make sense? You want to address what you put as a word?
Yeah. Also, John, your stick technique, watch a video from the beginning of the semester. I mean,
yeah, that's
everybody, oh my gosh,
very much
right to the tip of the stick. It's great.
That's really good.
It's wonderful. Okay. Anyone but Aaron. Sorry.
Style.
Kind of. Sound. Harmony.
Melody.
Melody.
I'm gonna make it sound like melody. Rhythm.
Obviously. Gravy.
Did you say gravy? Bro. Yeah, the gravy.
Hey, that's in a couple weeks.
It's close.
That's in a couple weeks.
Everyone hear what Alex said?
Yes.
Gravy?
No, that was garbage.
Groot.
Crack that.
Jack Stamp. There's a video online. I'll put the link on as you learn. It's on Score Study. He makes it like usually you think score study. It's analytical. I mean, you're going chord, 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 chord. This is as he says. This is the 1 followed by 1 6 4 followed by a.
Jack Stamp doesn't talk like that.
He does in that video. But he said if you were to do something like this, I mean, focus on the fundamentals of music. What sounds change, and what in terms of instrumentation? What's different? What color do you want that sound to be? Harmonies, melodies, rhythms, growth. How does it change? How does it progress? How does it regress? Music is always going somewhere, coming away. So he said if you take these 5 things, which are the fundamentals of music, basically, of musicality, and apply that to a score, it's going to make your score study really practical. And then when you go to think about rehearsal, it's a lot easier because then it's going, well, I know what kind of sound I want, and really the only 2 things that are happening are this and this. Instead of thinking everything, because sometimes you don't have to think about everything. Cool?
We should have Schmurd t-shirts made. I'm just kidding.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Some other comments for John, please. Other
Protect.
comments, please.
I think you either need to put your stand down a little bit or bring your hands up a little bit, because when you had your prep beat, I couldn't really see your hands, and it looked to me as if you were just like resting your hands a little bit. So I just wasn't sure like where you were prepping.
I'd listen to this a little more. I feel like a lot of it came from maybe not quite knowing the piece that well, because I noticed that, you know, your head down, keeping time, then, you know, just straight 6/8 pattern the entire time. I listen to this a little more, that way you get a little more comfortable with the piece, feel it better, and just kind of get some ideas. That way you can kind of look up specific conduct and go from there.
Going off of that, this piece, you could do so much with it. So just like be expressive and have fun. If you just like look through at your score, you see all these dynamic markings. And whenever you put the baton down, the second time when we went through it, it was wonderful. Like, you made us, like, you showed what you wanted us to do, and it allowed us to perform for you. And it looked like you were having more fun rather than just hit the time.
John, there's a famous conductor by the name of Carlos Kleiber. He's very similar to you. You're a pretty introverted type person, I'm assuming. Just from my little knowledge, you probably enjoy quiet, private time, being a guitar player, go lock yourself in a practice room. One of the best conductors to have ever walked the face of this earth. He would come out, conduct an amazing performance with a symphony, and then he would go back into hiding for ever how long it took him until that he needed money again. So, and from personal experience, I know most folks around here probably see me as kind of outgoing. I used to not be that way either. It took practice, years and years of getting up in front of people and forcing myself outside of my shell. So continue to do what you've done this semester, even once this class is over. And maybe you have no desire to ever be a conductor, but it's going to help you in many, many, many other parts of your life.
Thank you, John. Please clap.